I spent the last few months studying the offers and funnels that are driving millions per month from the biggest B2B channels in the world. What I found is that these businesses may not look anything alike on the surface, but every single one of them are running the same underlying funnel structure over and over again. Having worked with dozens of B2B clients at my agency, outlierfounder.com, I've watched this structure play out time and time again. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact funnel structure that the biggest business YouTube channels all share, so you can start applying them to your own business as soon as possible. We're going to be talking about channels like Alex Hormozi, Jeremy Haynes, Jan Martell, Instantly AI, Matt Gray, Alex Berman, and Sam Ovens. So let's get into it. Pattern 1 is a free, low-friction entry point. Why does Hormozi lead with a free $100 million scaling roadmap instead of hard selling his $5,000 scaling workshop? Why does Jeremy Haynes give away the entire first week of his 7-week course for free? Again, why does Instantly AI give you a 14-day free trial to run their entire product, their entire ecosystem, without even asking you to submit your credit card? Matt Gray, same thing again, offers a free weekly newsletter with downloadable Notion templates. Sam Ovens, back in the day, he used to offer free masterclasses without sending people to check out landing pages. That's because no matter how valuable your offer is, nobody is going to pay you before you've earned their trust. And the easiest way to do that is just to give away something so valuable at a low friction entry point. So if you look here at a real client of ours, the first offer that we give to his audience does not ask for any paid subscription or plan, and instead gives them an opt-in for a free lead magnet. When our client was running ads and we handled the organic side of things, we gained near 2.4K members that converted into $87,000 in revenue in the first 36 days of launching this campaign. And over time, as we nurtured the opt-in clients that had success from the lead magnet, this campaign then sent them to their back-end upsell that generated $600,000 in 3 months. Now, the strategy works incredibly well for businesses that are in super saturated markets that have a ton of competition online, because it gives people the incentive to invest their time and energy over money into your business. And once you get somebody to invest in you once, they're a lot more likely to invest in you again compared to a cold viewer. Now, your clients in 2026 are hyper skeptical. That is because they've been burnt before. They've tried multiple things, bought a bunch of softwares that didn't really give them results. And so the last thing that they want to do now is to spend more money to get burnt again. Even if your product or service is great, they've seen hundreds of companies claim the same thing. We're the best. We care about our customers. Because they've seen this kind of promise over and over again, they're more likely to just ignore your messaging from your ads or content and might try out something else on their own again. And so instead of allowing them to get burnt again by other services, you need to have a low friction entry offer for your service, which is exactly the lead magnet strategy that Hormozi built his entire audience acquisition model around. Now, pattern 2 is a price ascension ladder. When you land on Hormozi's landing page, you get a free custom scaling roadmap for your own business, then the $5,000 scaling workshop, then a $35,000 advanced small group workshop, then a direct equity partnership if you're doing $3 million a year or more. Jeremy Haynes also runs the same ladder. Free first week for a 7-week course, into the actual full course, into a $300 per month Jeremy AI, which he'll soon increase the price to $1K per month, into the $10,000 a month Inner Circle. Matt Gray, same formula, but for free templates. Into the flagship Founder OS program at $7,800, into a Velocity tier at $29,000 a year, all the way up to his Edge Mastermind at $68,000 a year. Alex Berman's ladder starts from free templates through his cold email manifesto book, into Scraper City, into Galadon Gold at $497 a month, and at the very top, it's a high-ticket one-on-one agency coaching. Sam Ovens is actually one of the most interesting case here because he's run 2 completely different ladders across his career. But back when he ran consulting.com, it went from free masterclasses into consulting accelerator, into up-level consulting, all the way up to quantum mastermind. The pricing for this was about $30,000 to $36,000 a year, and you needed to already be making $30,000 a month just to qualify. And Dan Martell, he's super sneaky about it. On his channel, it just looks like he's just selling his book for $20 with no ascension ladder at all, or any serious upfront offer. But when you go deeper into his ecosystem, that's where you find SaaS Academy, or now known as Precision. Behind that is a full sales team closing his high ticket offers. Dan is taking more of a I have nothing to sell you approach on his public appearance, but he also has an ascension ladder behind all of that. Now, when you look on the surface, you will probably think that I need to put up multiple offers to make a ton of money, and that's just a wrong way to think about it. That's because you're just confusing the audience by sending them to multiple places. When you look at what these creators are doing and what they're actually saying in their call to actions, you realize that they're all pointing to one specific offer, and that's usually their first paid plan, or what I call intro offers. And it's from the intro offers that leads to upselling your clients to retainers once you've proven that the system works for them. Typically, you want to optimize your content for people who are ready to buy, and that's why we CTA them to our intro offers. But for those who aren't quite ready yet, that's what what the free lead magnet is for. Just like our client from before, he initially tried to just send his audience to his lead magnet and hope that a large portion of them will convert, because by the time that they finish the lead magnet, they will already have trusted him. But when we started placing CTAs to book a call for his intro offer in his YouTube videos, that's when he jumped from having just free signups to $87,000 in revenue in just 36 days. That's because you don't want to miss out on the people who are already bought into you by adding more friction in between. I've seen a ton of B2B channels that add 5 random CTAs in their videos, hoping that a portion of their audience might be interested in one of their services. But as smart or sophisticated you think your prospects are, people still just want simple. In pattern 3, monetization. Now, running ads is a pay-to-play game. You're paying top dollar to be shown to them, and you pay even more to continue to be in their feed. And your clients are fully aware that they're being sold to. However, not every prospect is ready to buy or take any action yet. And so most companies would have to continue paying more and more money every single month to keep their business afloat. And when Mr. Zuck decides to push another algorithm update where your CPMs keep rising, and it will over time, now you're suddenly unprofitable. The issue here isn't usually the cold traffic funnel itself, but it's about not capturing and converting enough of your existing audience to stay profitable. Hormozi, Haynes, Instantly AI, Dan Martell, they all know this. Whereas on the flip side, YouTube content is an education play where your clients come to you to learn more about your stuff and what you actually solve. You educate them on why your mechanism works over what they've tried before. And the quality of attention that you get on YouTube is significantly higher than the attention that you paid for through ads, because they've already shown interest in your methods by sitting down with you and actually watching how you do the thing, instead of getting content pushed in front of them by Meta. And so when you look at how Hormozi runs his channel, you'll see that the cold traffic campaigns that he runs coexist with his channel rather than separate. For example, Hormozi's recent Scale or Fail series is aimed at getting more people on school and build the next generation of businesses to join acquisition.com. On his YouTube channel, you'll see that he breaks down their real numbers on camera, and every single episode drives back to the same free scaling roadmap, plus an application form so that they can be featured in the next season. And if you pay attention to how he constructed the Money Models campaign, he wasn't just running ads or spamming emails saying, buy my book, join my workshop. He live streamed the entire 3-day workshop on YouTube and asked people to donate his 200 books and offered an $18,000 upsell for his advisory practice at the end of the stream. And as a result, the book sold almost 3 million copies in a single day, and YouTube was his entire backbone. Jeremy Haynes, even he said that his call funnels alone stopped converting the way that they used to, so he started augmenting them with content. He calls it the hammer strategy and the Venus flytrap 2.0 by mixing short form content and long form content. And so when you're running any cold traffic channel like cold ads or cold email, if the purpose of creating content is to let people know that our company is legit and I'm alive, and ultimately it helps me save a couple $100,000 per month on CAC and pre-qualify cold leads through education, then by proxy it will yield me higher LTV. And so that makes content all the worth it in the beginning. Now look, I know this sounds a little overwhelming with all the funnel builds out and the actual making of the content that generates profit for your business, but if you want our help to handle all this for you, just book a call with me using the link below. I'll come and see where and how YouTube could possibly benefit your business and give you a plan for a funnel build out that actually makes sense. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Peace out.